Hey guys, so as you can see, they're just rolling this camper into place underneath the roof. So this would be at the spot where you've already actually removed the old roof. So reverse the procedure. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take that roof out of the crate first, flip it upside down onto some sawhorses, making sure that you know, put something underneath it so it's not getting all scratched up or scarred up. Being very careful when you're lifting it because the extrusions, even though it's powder coated, does scratch easily. So just use some care there. And the reason why you have the new roof upside down is because you're going to have to install this soft wall. So the procedure I sent you is for the installation of the roof onto the camper. I'll forward you another procedure that we've got for installing the software. Well, as you're taking this one off, you'll see it's got to go back on basically the same way. So you're already going to have the holes already in the nylon soft wall at the top, and of course up on down to the bottom as well. So, but I'll send you that other procedure too. You might find some stuff of interest, but I think really just the roof installation procedure should be suffice. So what they've done, first thing that they're going to do here, once they get this thing into place, is they're going to lower the roof down to get the hinges installed. So the hinges are, well, as you can see, they're already installed onto the camper at the bottom. So same thing with you guys. Once you remove it, you're only removing the top of the hinge. You're not removing the whole hinge assembly or anything like that. So they got to do a little bit of finagling here. We're just working with hoists. You guys are lucky you've got a car hoist to deal with. We're dealing with electric overhead hoist. So in that procedure, it also talks about your nylon spacers, your flat washers, your lock washers, all that. I think I've even included some pictures in the procedure for that. So that's something you just want to kind of keep an eye on. It doesn't really matter if you do the front first or the back first when you're reinstalling the hinge. All you gotta do is make sure the roof is safely supported and good communication just to jostle it into position to make that connection. See with ours, because we've got a hoist on each side, so they got to go down, right, up, left, or whatever, just trying to get everything all aligned properly. Whereas you've got the hoist, so everything's going to be nice and level, very easy to deal with. Yeah, so this is a painful part of it for us, only because we've got the hoist and we've got to do the jostling from on left and right side. Once these roofs go on, especially with the soft wall, like you can see we've duct taped the soft wall to the ceiling, but that doesn't last very long because the soft wall, it does have some weight to it. But it starts to get dark in there pretty quickly once the soft walls are down. Perfect. Okay. So now they're going to head up here and they're going to repeat the same thing for the front hinge. Now, as you can see, we also keep our camper We put a jack under the front, just in case they're putting more than one person up into the front to deal with this. So we don't have the camper tipping, but that's more of a safety precaution on our end than anything. With all the weight, because you got a finished camper, if there's water in it and stuff like that, then that's not going to be so much of an issue. How's it going, guys? You can say hello.
Oh, it's going great here.
Say hi to Matt and Ken and the team down at Boulder.
How's it going, guys? It's going
This
pretty
is
well
Shay's the guy on the front hinge right now, and then this is Joe. I'm not sure how Joe got mixed up in this, but he's
when the camera comes out, I get
that's
in
right.
there. Yeah.
He's got the looks for radio.
We can edit that. That's no problem.
So Joe's running the hoist right now for Shay, and if he was really good, he'd have a flashlight in his mouth so Shay
I
can see what
thought
he's doing.
I thought about that.
But okay, guys, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions while you're. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
Oh no, we're good.
So once you've got this, the front end, the rear hinge in place, for these guys that are doing the roof replacement, then you're gonna block your hinges with 2x4s.
That's right.
That's just to hold it down, or you're gonna put the struts on first, rather.
Yeah, we block these in, like we finish this up and then put the rams in,
Yeah.
and then we
Then block it. Okay. Yeah. So what they're saying is they're gonna finish installing the hinges, then they'll put the struts on, and then they'll put the blocks of wood into the hinges, and I'll show you what that looks like. And that's only to bring the roof down partially, not fully. So it's much easier to install the soft wall. So when you guys are actually taking the soft wall off, you'll be using those blocks of wood to remove the roof at that point, because again, it's much easier to deal with the soft wall when the roof's squatting down a few inches. These guys are like a well-oiled machine, so they've already jumped on the struts.
Noticed that today. Always.
Always. Shay's quite enjoying the spotlight right now. He's usually not this talkative.
No,
He's quite a shy guy. But the camera's bringing out the best in him right now.
You could keep it on this side of his face. So you can
Is
notice
it
that
the
one.
left side is his best side?
Look at that. One man arm.
Look at him. Look at the strength. Look at the strength.
wait till we get to the back.
He knew this was happening today, so he stopped at McDonald's on the way in just for some extra protein. Look at that.
Locked in.
One down. 3 more to go. Joe's really just here for moral support at this point.
That's my primary function. We get to the backgrounds and then you actually have to shoot that.
Yeah, that's right.
2 or 30.
Nine minutes into this, guys. 9 minutes, 31 seconds.
It might be actually.
I've only got so much battery, so no pressure. No pressure. As you guys can see, this has got the new strut locations that we reversed the struts, right? Before the upper was back towards each corner of the roof. We've now changed it so the lower is to the corner of the camper and the upper goes to the center of the roof on all four corners. Our reason for this change was just to try and get rid of the bow that we were seeing in the roofs, and it seems to have helped. And plus, it does make raising and lowering the roof a little bit easier. And one thing we've also noticed, though it hasn't been consistent yet, but we have noticed that when the roof comes down, you know how normally we'll sometimes be biased to the rear or the front, depending on which one you lower last. That seems to have decreased as a result of this. Okay, so you guys just want to run me through what's the next step while you're doing this? Now we're going to throw the blocks of woods into the 2x4 into the hinges at the center.
Yeah. So right after this, we'll undo the crane.
Yeah.
And then we'll block the hinges and then we'll start setting the pins.
Yeah, okay. So that's what it's saying. Yeah, block the hinges just to bring the roof down a couple inches, and then they'll start installing the tent. So that if you're reading the procedure there, you can see right where Shay's working right now on the lower strut mount. The Velcro and the strut mount are so close together there, they'll use a little piece of cardboard there. So when they put the soft wall down, the hook and loop of the Velcro doesn't actually connect. They keep the cardboard in place until they're ready to actually affix it together, mate the two pieces of Velcro together. All they're doing now is they're just gonna, because now the roof is completely supported by the hinges and the struts, they're just gonna they're gonna unhook the roof. So at this point, this is where you guys would no longer need your hoist. You could lower it down. I'm gonna pause for a short break while these guys get set up for the next step.